guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Man Football. I hope you are doing all right. I think you are. I think you are doing all right. Some people, they are not doing all right. English fans, they are not doing all right because they've been kicked out of the World Cup. And I have to say, England didn't do anything in that game to fight and to win. They didn't do anything. I expect England to break their legs to say we'll do anything to go to the semi-final. They didn't do that. In 56 years, England hasn't won the World Cup. 56 years, and I was watching some English fans saying, I don't think we're gonna see the World Cup in our lifetime. I support them. I agree with them. I don't think they will see in their lifetime, but you never know. Maybe next World Cup they're gonna do better. The only thing English team need to do is to just let Southgate go and get Thomas Tuchel in their team. Thomas Tuchel is the cup manager. He will win trophies for you, although he lost 2 finals at Chelsea. But he won the Champions League. He knows how to manage cup games. He's that kind of manager. So I think right now Southgate is gonna go. And I think Thomas Tuchel is still in England. His visa is about to expire. He will go to Germany. But if the deal can just go quickly, he'll take the job. So, guys, what do you think in this World Cup? It's amazing, right? It's amazing how things can turn around from one to another. Harry Kane, there's so many people talking about Harry Kane. Look, Harry Kane, he scored the first penalty. The second penalty failed. Those things happen. If you look in the England team and you look, who else can take a penalty? Everybody, they will say, Harry Kane can take a penalty, right? It is what it is. That's what happened in football. You expect shocker. Sometimes you expect good. That's what it is. So for me, Harry Kane was perfect to take a penalty. Nobody knew he's going to do that. Nobody knew he's going to put the ball in the bin. If you remember, Kai Havertz in a preseason, when he put the ball in the bin, and it actually went in the bin. Harry Kane went in there, but we'll say went in the bin. Nobody expected that. That's what I'm saying. Football is just that, different. Ronaldo, again, is kicked out of the World Cup, going home crying. It is sad to see. Apart from, I wanted Morocco to reach semi-final. If I take that away and just to concentrate on Cristiano Ronaldo, how he has excitement to watch, how he has played football, entertaining football in his life. You love to watch Ronaldo, of course. Wonderful to watch. It is sad to see him like that. It is sad to see him, he will never win the World Cup. That's why he was crying. He knows his age. He's 38 years old. He's not young anymore. He's crying because that thing, he will never see it again. And it's right. It is right to cry, It is painful to lose a game just like that. And they were so close to score. So close, but very painful one. Painful. And I can feel his pain. Even now, I can feel that. Because smell it in the semi-final. And one step above that is final. And then you lost. And then Morocco didn't even play that exciting game. They were just defending and then launch counter-attack. That's what they did. Portugal, they had everything to win that game. They should have break their legs, like I said to England. They should have done the same. Break your legs and score. So it is what it is. Morocco in the semi-final. A dream come true for Africa. Not just for Morocco. It's for Africa, the whole Africa continent. They are behind Morocco in this World Cup. 100%. I want Morocco to reach semi-final, and I want Morocco, if there's any chance, Morocco to go and win the World Cup. Hands down. That's what I want. 100%. Now, let me go back to England game and France. How on earth England players just let Giroud have his time, space, have the meat, the fork and the spoon and eat it right in their faces? How can you do that? The approach of the game was terrible. France knew in this England team there's two weaknesses, Maguire and Stones in the back. They were weakness over there. So they knew exactly. That's why Giroud was having his best life in that World Cup. They let him just have free time, free meal, as I said, and he scored goals, Giroud. This time, Olivier Giroud is in his form at the World Cup. Even at the club, AC Milan, is in his form right now. It is not playing around. The guy is only 35, 36. It's good. It's that good. And then Chelsea let him leave, sold him. Remember, in Chelsea team, when we have Giroud, we were getting the result. We were winning games. Giroud, especially in the cup games, remember in the Champions League, he scored a hat-trick and we needed goals. I remember that game. It just came from nowhere and it came from the bench. He didn't even start the game. I remember Frank Lampard was in charge. He didn't even start the game. He just came from the bench and come and score the hat-trick for Chelsea, and Chelsea went to win that game and they went to the knockout stages. And then we went in the Premier League. In the Premier League, we were struggling so bad, I remember. Chelsea, they lost games to Everton. They lost games, I remember, to Liverpool 5-3, I remember. And we lost to City, I remember. And then Frank Lampard was sacked. And then we bring Thomas Tuchel, and then Thomas Tuchel changed the game and he started playing Olivier Giroud, because that's when Thomas Tuchel came in the team. We did not have a best striker, but we had Giroud. And then Giroud, nobody was not even, counting on him. Even Chelsea, even Peter Cech and Malia, when they were Chelsea by then, they didn't even count Giroud because they needed a new striker, Timo Werner. And Giroud, every time we put him in the team, he show up. Every time he show up. And I was thinking, by then, I'm like, why can't we just keep the guy who scores goals? Every time we put in the team, he will give assists and he will score goals. I was like, what are we doing? And all the people by then, they are saying, it's too old. As well, we get a young striker. I was like, no, come on. The guy, he can score. A lot of experience in the Premier League, a lot of experience in the Champions League. Just leave him alone. Let him just work at Chelsea or give him 3-4 year contract. I should have done that. If I was a Chelsea owner, give Olivier Giroud 3 or 4 years contract. He's still the best player at the World Cup right now. The thing with England in that game, what they did, they went all their focus and their mind on Mbappe. They forgot that there is Giroud who's in his form. He's going to punish you if you don't do anything. They forgot all that stuff. And I was laughing at England in that game. I don't know. 3 times Giroud went in that England defense and hit the bar. And then the other one, Pickford, England goalkeeper, saved it. And I was like, Giroud is going to score anytime if they don't just mark him. And then I didn't even finish saying that. Giroud scored. And I was like, it's done. There was hope. Harry Kane, as I said, they failed the penalty. They had the penalty. And Harry Kane just... the ball went in heaven. And the ball right now is still going. Still going. It hasn't reached anywhere. England shattered. England crying out of the World Cup. Embarrassing, right? 56 years they haven't won the World Cup. Embarrassing. But Messi and Argentina, they're still in this. And Messi knows exactly what does this mean. Argentina, they will make sure they will reach final, the World Cup. They will make sure they will break their bond. This is the game Portugal should have started Cristiano Ronaldo. I know it's old, but this is the semi-final and it's a knockout stages. They should have started Ronaldo. He will break the bone on his legs just to go to the semi-final. But in other way, I'm so happy Morocco is in the semi-final. I am. I'm very happy. In other way, as I said, they should have started Ronaldo. And I support every word Ronaldo's girlfriend said about everything, about how the coach should have started Ronaldo and all that stuff. Let me just show you what she said. Today, your friend and coach made the wrong decision. That friend, for when you have so many words of admiration and respect, the same one who got in the game. So how everything changed, but it was too late. You can't underrate the best player in the world. His most powerful weapon. You can't pull your face out for someone who doesn't deserve it either. Life teaches us a lesson. Today we didn't lose, we learned a lesson. Cristiano Ronaldo, we admire you. Yeah, she said a beautiful word about that. So, for my understanding what she's saying about the Portuguese team and the coach. They learned a lesson. They just didn't lose, but they learned a lesson for not putting the best player in their team. I support that. Some people, they are saying, she's like a 9-year-old. She doesn't know what she's saying. You gotta put the best player in your team. You never know. Sometimes something can click. They score. That's what it is. Look at Messi. Messi just clicked. He scored. They are still the best player of all time. No matter what people say, no matter what words people use to trash all these players, Messi and Ronaldo, because they are too old. Of course they are. But remember, they still have that experience in their mind. They can punish you anytime you just let them like that. And Portugal has so many chances in that one. If you watch the games before, how Portugal, they were playing when Cristiano Ronaldo was in the team, in that Morocco match, they should have chances. If Ronaldo was in there, he should have scored those goals. That's what it is. That's what it is. You have to play your best player every time there's a match that you know you have to win and win the trophy or qualify for the final or the semi-final like it was yesterday. You have to do that. You have no choice but to play your best player. Now, Chelsea, today, they have a friendly match. So Chelsea lost 1-0. But that game, it's fine. It's fine. It's a friendly. We did not have all these players. We played youth players. The only player who was in there, Aubameyang was in there, and Armando Broja was in there. And Armando Broja got injured so bad. How many injuries is this Chelsea team gonna get? He screamed in that game. Although I didn't watch the game, I watched the highlights. He screamed, man. That scream just scared me. Because if somebody screamed that, which means they're in pain. They're in a lot of pain. They need medical attention. And I'm worried because we don't know. Maybe it's going to be 4 or 5 months gone, Armando Broja, and he's a young striker. And right now is the time for him to show what he can do. Aubameyang is old. We cannot trust him 100%. But Broja got injured. The World Cup is going to end very soon, and then Premier League returns. Amazing, right? Amazing. Let me know, what do you think about all this stuff I said about the World Cup, about Ronaldo, about England, especially England. It's heartbreaking for them. Heartbreaking. I was expecting them to win and go to the semi-final. and play Morocco, right? But it is what it is. Let me know in the comments about everything and about Chelsea losing to Aston Villa. It was friendly. It was not Premier League. I mention again. But it's a preparation for the Premier League. And all the boys now, they're going to come back. So how many boys are out of the World Cup? I think so many Chelsea players are out. Brazil is out. Only Morocco, only Hakim Ziyech will not be there because he's playing the semi-final. But the rest are coming to Chelsea. It is exciting to see them, right? In France, there's no Chelsea player, right? Argentina, no, nothing like that. So let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon. Have a lovely day wherever you are, and remember to stay safe. God bless.